Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 spot. And for the Nuggets, at the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Covington. Harden up top. Back to Covington. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Westbrook. Over Murray. Westbrook can't get it to go.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. On the wing, Harris. Back to Murray. Now here's Barton. He's guarded closely. Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, no good. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Out to Harris. Pass to Barton. Murray against Westbrook. Millsap misses.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Pass to Westbrook. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That one good for 2.
Surprising quickness. Murray burying his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
Harden dishes to Westbrook. Harden scanning the floor. And the jam by Harden.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside. Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
And so here's Denver. The Rockets making the shot. Got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Westbrook leading the charge.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Jokic finds Harris. Barton outside. 5 to shoot. And it's blocked. They get it back. Yep, that one goes in there. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Harden the pass to House. From downtown. Harden, no good. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. 6-point game. For 3, Murray. It's rebounded by Houston.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Westbrook. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Barton kicks to Jokic. Barton passes to Jokic. Back to Barton. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Barton. It's good on the putback.
Nice job by Barton as a guard or sometimes small forward to get in there and hustle on the glass.
And here's Harden. 8 points for him. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Harden. Over Murray. The Rockets with another miss.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Millsap passes to Barton. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A shot by Harden, wide open, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
Here's Murray up on top. He's covered by Westbrook. Harris passes to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Here's Harden. Again, the miss by Harden. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, I'm playing off the ball.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Chandler out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3, the small forward. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And here are the Rockets now. Denver able to drain the 3. Here's Harden. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Rockets leading by 3. There's the pass to Covington. Back to Harden. Outside Covington. He kicks it to House. Harden outside. Just 5 on the clock. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Here's Craig. Out to Morris. Pass to Porter. Back to Grant. Down low. Stolen. Here's Harden. Misses in close.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now, here is Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Stolen by Harden. Porter against Westbrook. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Right side, Porter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
One thing about Porter Jr. you talk about is consistency, and that is just not on the floor. It's about his health and availability to his team so he can show off the multi-talented game he does have.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Jeremy Grant. Harris is checked in for Torrey Craig. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. They get it back. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Rivers. Houston needs to get a shot off. Now here's McLemore outside. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Murray against Rivers. Murray, good.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
On the wing, Gordon. Carroll kicks to Rivers. Passes it to McLemore. Back to Rivers. Over Murray. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard. Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Rivers kicks to Green. Outside Gordon. Rivers with it. Here's Green. Good defense by Jokic. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back from the first. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 16 points, and the Rockets a playoff team for the and that should
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 2, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
That's not a bad heads-up play there for Murray, easily going into the contact and earning the whistle.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Now, here is Harden. The kick out to Westbrook. Houston moving it around. The second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. Westbrook's got 6 points. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from 3-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Both shots good from the stripe. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Rockets last season traded Clint Capella for Robert Covington. The front office felt it was a move they had to make to go from good to great. And, of course, they certainly gave up size, but With Westbrook and Harden in the lineup, they needed more shooting, with open driving lanes to be at their best. And Covington provides that, along with great perimeter defense. Guys?
A team that's no stranger to bold moves. Thanks, David. Here's what Denver's going with right now. Torrey Craig comes in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Westbrook passes to Harden. The Rockets with a new 14. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Out to the wing. Craig kicks to Jokic. Inside for the lead. Craig, good. Craig's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Back to Harden. To the paint. Chandler dishes to Harden. And the layup is good. Harden's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Morris passes to Millsap. And Covington sends it back. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And he comes up with the deuce. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Morris with the bucket.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
For Houston, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Back to Westbrook. He dishes it to Harden. Outside Westbrook. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Well, this is Westbrook just being an ultra competitor. He gets in there and the defense has nothing to do.
Nuggets trail.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber. They are just killing them on the interior.
The Rockets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Basket counts.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Barton outside. Jokic finds Barton, and Barton throws it down.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
Harden outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 8 here in the quarter.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That one goes in.
Smart play there from Barton to establish himself on the inside to convert.
To the left side wing. Back to Harden. Right at the free throw line. Again, the miss by Harden. Covington with the steal. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Green. Austin Rivers is out there with McLemore. Then it's Damari Carroll, and it's Gordon in at the small forward.
That is one athletic young player. Murray making those dunks look easy.
It's Carroll on the wing. Back to Gordon. To the inside, Green laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Green's got his first points of the night.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's McLemore. The rebound by Grant. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Drops in the layup for two. Murray's got the lead up to 2 now for Denver.
Murray fearless on that drive right there, not worried at all about the contact.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Devin, back to you.
And the Rockets making a change here. Chandler's checked in. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Kicks it out to Harden. Sinks the triple. Harden's got 27.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Murray dishes to Grant. And he banks in the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Gotta take care of the ball.
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And a missed layup. Rockets trail by 3. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stop.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Jokic trying to free himself up to take the lead, and Harden with the basket on the assist by Chandler. Harden's got 15 points here in the second half. The Nuggets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Murray kicks to Harris. Back to Murray. Over to the left wing. Plumlee, the pass to Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Clock at 4. Plumlee trying to break loose. Porter, no luck. The Rockets shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Can't connect from short range. The Nuggets shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic trying to free himself up. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
Westbrook dishes to Chandler. Westbrook with it. Now defended by Jokic.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
For the Nuggets, Paul Millsap's checked in for Plumlee. And it's Will Barton in for Porter. And a switch here also for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch. And he's been demanding the ball in these situations. Westbrook with a chance to put this team away.
Murray. Westbrook with the block. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Money!
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Murray, the pass to Barton. Misses from short range. On offense, here are the Rockets. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Here is Harden. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
And so it's a narrow victory for Houston. Pulling it out. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A view of the Atlanta skyline and all the action. And with tip-off.
Hey, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Here's Herter. Back to Capella. Makes it off the glass.
When Capella plays with force inside, watch out. I like his intensity.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Now here's Westbrook. Good defensive work there by Young.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Herter passes to Capella. Stolen by Tucker. It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside. Pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Fire that pass down the court, guys. I mean, that's the best way to keep the fast break moving.
And Westbrook, here we go. That one falls.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Now, here is Young.
Boy, excellent job that time by Westbrook to challenge without foul.
And yes, it's good. Capella's got his second bucket of the night.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when he comes.
Oh, what a play! Woo!
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Basket good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Covington with it. He's picked up by Collins. Here's Harden. The putback, and Westbrook is right there. Westbrook's got 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now, here is Young, guarded by Tucker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Now here's Carroll. Shot clock at 6. Now here's McLemore outside. And Jones pulls it down. The Hawks trail by 4. Reddish with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. Young from outside. Come on. Second chance shot. Jones kicks to Young. The 3. Shot clock reset for the Hawks.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter, taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Rockets leading by 6. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for Atlanta. Teague comes in for Trae Young. And Teague's got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Kicks to Reddish. .44 seconds left in the first quarter. Teague dishes to Dedmon. Pass to Fernando. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. A shot by Reddish, no good. Here's Houston now. They're on a 16-6 run. It's deflected. It's stolen by Green. Here's McLemore. No points in the game yet for him. And Carroll gets it to go.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Bembry. The pass to Fernando. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
He can't get that one. And so it's the Houston Rockets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Jamari Carroll is out there with Ben McLemore, and it's Green in at the center position.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Carroll with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. It's deflected. Pass to Fernando. He kicks to Reddish. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Fernando, the pass to Bembry. Out to the right wing. To the middle. Here's Dedmon. It's rebounded by Houston.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Here's McLemore. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And now a 12-point Houston lead.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Rivers against Teague. Dedmon trying to break free. Teague can't hit. Houston leading by 12. Gordon kicks to McLemore. Passes it to Rivers. And Finished off by Rivers.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Bembry, defended by Gordon. And here's Houston. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's McLemore. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. And it's Gordon missing. The Hawks trail by 16. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Tim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Herter passes to Hunter. The shot from the low post is good. Hunter's got his first 2 points.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Harden with it. Guarded by Hunter. Tucker the pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
In the corner, Harden to the inside, and stolen by Dedmon. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Hunter dishes to Collins. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Houston. 10-point lead.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Young. He's got 5. Yep, that one goes.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Down low, Tucker. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And so it's Houston, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And we'll be back with you shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are leading by 12. Shaq, let's get your... And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd period.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You got to like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point. Pass to Herter. Yep, it counts. Herter's got his first 2 points of the night.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right, got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding. Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
The Hawks trail by 14, and there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Jones checked in for Collins. Reddish comes in for Kevin Huerter, and it's Teague for Young. Feeds it to Jones. In the corner, it's Hunter. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Hunter's got 5.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Back to Westbrook. Let's go. And Houston again with the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And Teague, here we go. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Capella. That one misses. Nice D from Chandler. And the call will be against Damian Jones. That's his first foul. Bembry's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Houston also making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chandler. McLemore has come in for Danuel House. And it's Gordon in for James Harden. Back to Westbrook. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Westbrook has tremendous elevation for a guard. So athletic, and not only does he get high up in the air, he's strong while he's up there.
1:56 left in the 3rd quarter. He gets that one. Bembry's got his first bucket in this one.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Rockets leading by 15. Westbrook kicks to McLemore. Kicks it out to Covington. Westbrook passes to Tucker. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Yeah, and that creativity is something you got to respect in Teague's game. I mean, he's very good at utilizing the pick and roll.
Westbrook against Teague. It's Westbrook with the drive.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going. And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Left side, Gordon. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Capella. Westbrook can't get it to go. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 14-point game, and it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Clint Capella. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. Tamari Carroll's checked in for Houston.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Houston making a switch. Harden's checked in, and there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. The Hawks trail by 14. Young, right side. Launches a three. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's House in at the power forward position. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And Herter gets it to go.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. And a switch here also for Houston. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Harden outside, inside, it's stolen by Capella.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues. First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Westbrook dishes to Gordon. Harden right side, fires from 18, and no good. Trying to use the glass.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And this offensive explosion has narrowed the gap.
Almost happened too late, partner. I mean, their offense didn't come alive until they were nearly out of it, but it is alive now.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Doesn't go for him. And it's Houston the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Harden. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Herter. Chandler with the block.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots. And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
It's good from long range.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly. You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Here's Hunter. Lays it up off the glass.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
Harden outside. Count that one. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And here's Young from the arc. The offensive rebound.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Harden outside. Outside Gordon. Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. From the stripe. Here's Chandler, right wing. Tries again. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Oh, and he quieted down the crowd with that shot. Big, big play.
And that was a punch in the gut to those fans.
And it's Houston on the break. Harden's got the ball, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
You know, it's become almost a foregone conclusion that Harden is going to lead the league in free throw attempts every year. He is a master at getting to the line.
Houston making some changes. And Bahamute's checked in for Daniel House. Cephalosha comes in for Gordon, and it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And both free throws good for James Harden. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Capella kicks to Graham. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. That's good from Chandler.
Yeah, and Chandler a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
And Teague, here we go. He gets it in there.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Rivers passes to McLemore. From deep three-point range, no good. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like, all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. before.
Kevin, thank you.
Oh, that's a great story. David, thank you. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Green. And it's Chris in at the center filling out the middle. Here's Westbrook. And he converts the layup.
So fast and so aggressive. Hard to stop Westbrook when he's tearing down the court like he did there.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden.
Now here's Wiggins. And the pass to Chris. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Out to Thompson. 4 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. It's good. And Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook and how they would play together. Westbrook not the floor spacer they look to put around Harden.
And that preceded their moves at the trade deadline. I mean, committing to small ball. Westbrook, the lone non-shooter from distance, unlocked, though, to attack the paint.
Golden State moving it around. Passes it to Curry. To the paint. Pass to Chris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
That's a great pass from Draymond Green. Just understands where his guys are going to be.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Chris. Back to Wiggins. To the middle. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
How about Chris using a little bit of muscle to get his way, fighting through the contact that time.
Green, he's checked in for Houston. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Harden has a wide open look. And Green gets it to go.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Curry kicks to Wiggins. On the wing, Thompson puts up a 3. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Harden the pass to Westbrook. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Stephen Curry. This is his first chance at the line tonight. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook, former MVP, a remarkable combo guard, and we know he does a little bit or a lot of it of everything.
Gordon's checked in for Houston. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Thompson dishes to Wiggins. Back to Thompson. There's the pass to Wiggins. It's stolen by Green. Outside Gordon. Green kicks to Covington. Outside Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bucket is good. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Tamari Carroll's checked in for Robert Covington. Ben McLemore comes in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's McLemore after Eric Gordon's miss. Another miss by Houston.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
That's good from Chris on the assist by Wiggins. Chris has got 7 points.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Andrew Wiggins, the kind of guy that people watch with a microscope, but he has cut down on inefficient shots. Those long twos has started to take more threes, and using his athletic ability when he gets on the inside to get to the foul line.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
So it's the Rockets now. The Warriors making the shot. Now here's McLemore. What a jam!
Wow.
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And he gets the whistle, too. And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Warriors ahead, up 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. So, Greg, as you know, we asked Steph Curry a great...
Oh, my wife, for sure. No, never everyone this.
Sounds like he's got a good team, both at home and right here in front of us.
Steph has already put up a Hall of Fame career, but you can tell he doesn't feel anywhere near being done.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. You've got Gordon. Rivers out there with Ben McLemore. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's Tucker in at the 5. And McLemore kicks to Carroll. Now here's McLemore. Defense is right there. Pass to Rivers. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Tucker. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Poole the pass to Looney. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Over in the corner, Pascal. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Rivers against Curry. Carroll passes to Tucker. Houston moving it around. Now here's McLemore. Defense right on him. Here's Rivers. The Rockets again can't hit. Warriors leading by 3. Pascal finds Curry. Here's Looney. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Looney's got his first points of the night.
And how about the court awareness there? Peripheral vision of Curry. Strong feel for when guys are uncovered, finds the open man.
And, of course, having that broken hand last season, Curry couldn't help the Warriors avoid a disastrous season.
Kevin Durant gone. Clay rehabbing. The Warriors, I mean, legitimately just left with no scoring whatsoever. But Steph Curry, when he's healthy, it changes that whole narrative.
And the basket by Pascal. Pascal's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And McLemore kicks to Rivers. Gordon dishes to Tucker. Pass to Rivers. Pascal with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. It's stolen by Carroll. Wide open look. Tucker can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 4. Pascal, the pass to Curry. Here's Poole. Out to the right wing. Just 4 to shoot. Inside, Looney. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Man, Looney is so long, gets up there and flushes it.
Gordon kicks to Rivers. Back to Gordon. Pass to McLemore. And here's Tucker. Dishes it to Rivers. To the inside. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Steph Curry. Houston with a big group substitution here. Robert Covington's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. Daniel House comes in for Gordon. James Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. And the Houston Rockets last season going out and getting Robert Covington. Greg, why was that a good fit for this team?
You know, Kevin, his range shooting really unlocked Westbrook's ability to get to the lane. Also, Covington's contract creates some flexibility, one of the best values in the league as far as productivity.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Wiggins drives in. It's rebounded by Houston.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Wiggins left side. Green left side. Covington with the steal. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017. Won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Warriors leading. Toscano passes to Thompson. Westbrook against Wiggins. And there's the pass to Chris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Deflects the pass. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Even with all the rings, Kenny, Draymond still plays with a monster chip on his shoulder. Yep. And that's going to do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the 5 down low. It's good. Chris has got 15 points.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Left side, Westbrook. The feed to Tucker. Harden right side. 5 on the clock. For the tie, Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Rockets trail by 3. Here's Harden. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Curry passes to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And Westbrook, here we go, and he makes that one. Westbrook's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, this is Westbrook just being an ultra competitor. He gets in there and the defense has nothing to do.
Wiggins drawn the double team. Thompson in the corner. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Thompson against Westbrook. Now Curry. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Just 5 to shoot. Wiggins finds Chris. Rebound by House. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Westbrook. Tucker. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Tucker's got the lead up to 3 now for Houston.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Westbrook. Up again. And Harden on the follow. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
And offensively, they finally seem to be coming around after an ugly first half.
Rockets leading by 5. Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Back to Westbrook. Wiggins with it. Westbrook picks him up. And here we go with Curry running it up the court to halt the run. The shot comes out. The Rockets go the other way with it. Westbrook passes to Covington. Back to Westbrook. Offensive rebound. Tucker dishes to Westbrook. He kicks to House. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Tucker. Tries yet again. Can't get the layup. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Westbrook. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
And Thompson kicks to Wiggins. Down low. Unloads from 9. And good that time. Green's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Draymond Green must be feeling good because no hesitation in that one there, letting it rip.
Harden the pass to Covington. Pulls from the top of the key. Off target with that shot. The third quarter comes to a close. Rockets on top, up by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Chandler out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward. Here's Poole. Chandler with the defensive effort. Rockets leading by 5. A pull-up, and it's Westbrook. Net time on the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Smailagic passes to Poole. Passes it to Smailagic. Pass to Toscano. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Smailagic. He's guarded by Chandler.
And just because he might not be as big as some of the other guys that are on the floor, it doesn't dissuade him from getting in there and playing fearlessly on the glass.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Harden kicks to Westbrook. To the paint. Back to Chandler. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
3 from the inbound. Here's Looney, stolen by Harden. And again, the turnover by the Rockets.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And the Warriors making a change here. Chris is checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. Green, he's checked in for Chandler. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Daniel House. And it's Ben McLemore in for James Harden. Green, the pass to Westbrook. Kicks it out to Gordon. Thompson against Westbrook. That misses off the backboard.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
And the dunk by Westbrook.
Well, just another foray into the paint by Westbrook. Has way too much speed to keep up with him.
Here's Toscano. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Inside, here's Tucker. It's rebounded by Golden State. Chris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pascal finds Curry. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Thompson.
Klay Thompson, no stranger to these situations, always willing to fire in the big moments.
Outside Westbrook. Shoots over Curry. Westbrook, no good. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Thompson from long range. Rebounded by Tucker.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
For a player who plays with emotion like Covington, those kind of plays can really get your motor running.
Chris kicks to Thompson. A minute 20 left to play in the final quarter. 5 to shoot. Pascal with the ball. Now Covington defending. Chris. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. Rockets leading by 7. The 3-ball. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Rockets.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Russell Westbrook.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Green finds Chris. Will it go? The Rockets pull it in. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Covington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green. Free throw drops for Covington. And both free throws good for Covington. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Harden kicks to Cephalosha. Left side, Chandler. Harden with it. Good on the shot.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. An aerial view of the many buildings making up the... Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the small forward position. Now here's Harden. Westbrook passes to Tucker. Back to Westbrook, and stolen by Murray. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And that one, good. Harris has got the first points on the scoreboard for the Nuggets.
Outstanding quickness in the open floor from Harris. Gary's so good at getting to the right area of the court.
Westbrook finds Harden. Fires the 3. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
They retain possession. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Harden.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Now here's Murray. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And the basket is good.
You know, tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
Here's Harris. James Harden picking up that last basket. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Gordon comes in for Daniel House. McLemore's checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. The Nuggets also changing it up. Porter's checked in for Will Barton. Torrey Craig comes in for Gary Harris. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. And the basket by Gordon. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Here's Morris. The Rockets making the shot. And it goes down 2 points.
Love watching Millsap go to work inside. He's a pretty smooth operator in the paint. Good footwork, good strength, and good touch.
Now here's Rivers. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. From deep, McLemore. Jokic grabs the miss. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Here's Rivers. They kick it out to Green. Takes a 3. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Rivers. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
Porter passes to Morris. From deep. Denver gets it back. And Porter putting it right back and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now here's McLemore. He's covered closely. Here's Tucker. No good on the last second attempt there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Denver on top. They're up by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few...
Selfless. I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Plumlee. Michael Porter's out there with Grant. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot. And it's good, 2 points. Westbrook's got 6.
Boy, this is Westbrook at his absolute best, attacking, getting into the lane, and finishing in style. Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
Porter with the steal. Grant against Carroll. From 10 feet out. And it's off the back rim. No good. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
And last season, Westbrook passing the great Magic Johnson for second all-time in career triple-doubles. Does he catch Oscar Robertson with 181?
I think he does, Greg. I think he's got a chance anyway. I should say that. Just to be in the conversation speaks volumes to all you need to know about Russell Westbrook's greatness.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
And Plumlee kicks to Craig. Green against Plumlee. Dishes to Murray. That one's not going to go. The Rockets go the other way with it.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Houston leading by 4. Pass to Green. Westbrook passes to Carroll. Westbrook kicks to Green. Kicks it out to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And it's Murray penetrating. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist for McLemore. McLemore's got 3 assists now in this one. Murray surveying the D. He kicks it to Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
On the wing, Porter hits the three-point bomb. Porter's got 7 points for the quarter.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
Harden, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they really started to get it closer to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part. Even for the best three-point shooting teams, sometimes you've got to do a little something different to get your offense going.
Buries it from three-point range. Harden's got the lead up to 10 now for Houston.
This offense just continues to impress.
Yeah, getting hotter and hotter. They're really cooking now, actually cooking with gas, and you know what kind of heat that is. Fire!
And that one's good, Jokic.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time, never giving up on a possession.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Rockets. Harden outside. The pass to Tucker. Back to Harden. With the teardrop, the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with him. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And here's Harris from the arc. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Nice attention.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. And there was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 14 points and as great as... And that should do it with the second half about to begin.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Chandler out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Harden, and it's House in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Murray kicks to Barton. Pass to Harris. He dishes it to Millsap. Banked in off the glass. Millsap's got 6. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on, and you're right. I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers, and, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Here's Harden. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Monte Morris is checked in for Murray. Free throw good from Harden.
You know, it's nearly impossible trying to defend Harden. I mean, he has it all in his package. One of the best penetrators in the game. He's a great passer, and we know what he can do scoring the ball.
Barton from outside. The rebound by Harden.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
It's good on the putback.
Boy, Jokic has such special skills offensively and doing some damage in a big way that time on the offensive glass.
Harden the pass to Chandler. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Another miss by Houston.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better, and not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Now here's McLemore. Harden defending. Goes back up. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Craig can't get it to go.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Here's Westbrook. With the second effort, it's Covington on the wing. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Man, nice perimeter shooting by Robert Covington. Just has such a really aesthetically pleasing release on those long ball attempts.
Craig kicks to Grant. Carroll with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Craig passes to Morris. Martin from outside connects from three-point range. Martin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Westbrook, out to the right wing. Passes to Carroll. And here's Gordon. A beautiful reverse layup. Gordon's got his third basket of the night right there.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's Morris. And no good. Good D by Covington. Rockets leading by 13. Outside Westbrook. Back to Carroll. Westbrook up top, covered by Morris. And that one's good. Westbrook.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Morris outside. Misses the 3. Westbrook with it. In the corner, it's McLemore. The three-pointer, no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Rockets on. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Harden against Harris. Pass to House. Harden inside the 3-point line. Kept alive. And they pick up 2.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Millsap. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Russell Westbrook.
Millsap's no stranger to physical play. Doesn't avoid contact, and that helps him get to the free throw line quite a bit.
And the Rockets making a change here. Chandler's checked in.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
The Nuggets trail by 15. In the corner, it's Harris. Jokic finds Harris. It's a hand on it, and it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, even though he's undersized, Millsap doesn't back down. He's good at outworking everybody on the glass.
Hey, come around. Harden the pass to Chandler. Back to Harden. Count it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Harris doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Rockets take it the other way. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. Harden's got 20 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Good on the bucket. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Houston?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop. Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Houston moving it around. Now the pass to Harden. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Boy, it was a bumpy start to his career for Michael Porter. I mean, this guy had his entire rookie season taken away because of back surgery and had a big mountain to climb just to get back out on the court. But, you know, to his credit, he made the climb.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Mbahamute's checked in for Robert Covington. Cephalosha comes in for Daniel House. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Harden. They get the rebound. Chandler kicks to Harden. Goes up again. Over Daniels. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Harden's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Houston.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Russell Westbrook.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Morris with the ball. Now Chandler defending. Left side, Porter lets it go from deep. The Rockets pull it in. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Harden the pass to Cephalosha. Harden dishes to Rivers. Kicks it to Cephalosha. Over Vonleh. No good. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown. How is it?
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young said when he was growing up, he was never a big leaper or a dunker. Truth be told, he said, I wasn't even considered a top guard in my recruiting class, but I worked relentlessly and played with a chip on my shoulder.
Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the point guard. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's House in at the small forward position.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Herter passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead and transition.
Oh, that was something else.
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
A nice shot by Young.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Left side, Westbrook. Covington passes to House. Harden outside. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Young outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. It's Harden with the drive.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Collins with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And there's Hunter on the assist by Collins.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Outside Westbrook. Collins with some nice D.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Lights out here right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Here's Harden. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Hunter kicks to Young. Young is doubled. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Gordon comes in for Daniel House. And McLemore, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Rockets. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Teague surveying the D. Off target from 3-point range. Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And McLemore slams it in.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Green. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Gordon goes in, lays it up and banks it in.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Rivers against T. Looking to end the run. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
If you give Teague enough room out there beyond the arc, he won't hesitate to make you pay.
Rivers kicks to Carroll. Here's McLemore. Headshot off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Pass to Teague. Out left to the wing. Dedmon inside. He's against Green. Dedmon's shot is off.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
The shot's good. Gordon's got his second bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Bembry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 1 second left. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Rockets lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
On the court for Atlanta, you've got Reddish. Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Jones. And it's Fernando in at the power forward position. Carroll dishes to Green. 6 to shoot. Carroll passes to Green. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Rockets. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Hunter's checked in. Now T. The 3. Fernando. That shot misses. Houston leading by 3. The kick out to Westbrook. Back to McLemore from 15 feet away. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Teague for 3. Green with the rebound. And the foul called on Bruno Fernando. That is his first foul of the game. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. Daniel House is checked in for Eric Gordon. And James Harden subbed in for McLemore. Then for the Hawks, John Collins, he's checked in for Damian Jones. Kevin Huerter comes in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Jeff Teague.
Keeping that play alive. Anytime a shot goes up, Collins is going to compete for it.
Here's Harden. And no good that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Fires for 3. And Huerter gets it to go. Huerter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Rockets trail. Harden outside. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And that one drops for him.
And that touch Harden has, making the floater look so effortless coming off his fingertips.
Young from outside. Rebounded by Tucker. For Houston, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, G.A. Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball. The shot's good from Westbrook.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The kick out to Young. Launches it. Again, Young missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Hawks passing it around. Young outside. Will it go? The Hawks again can't hit.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Dwayne Dedman comes in for Collins. And it's Bembry in for Kevin Huerter. Westbrook with the bucket.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. 6-point game. Westbrook dishes to Chandler. And stolen by Hunter. Fast break, the Hawks. And it's Hunter with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the wing on the left. Capella kicks to Hunter. The pass to Young. Just 5 on the clock. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Hunter.
A legit threat from outside. Hunter is very confident taking these shots.
Westbrook laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Oh, he made it!
He got it to go, and he beat the buzzer.
Wow. That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
I didn't think that shot had any chance of going in. Just shows you that anything can happen in this game.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. The Rockets on top. They're up by 2. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 12 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. And a little redemption for him. And that's going to do it for us here, the second half of action.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy. in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Here's Young. Got a piece of it.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with this shot all evening long.
Gordon, the pass to Tucker. It's stolen by Capella. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. He feeds it to Collins. And the layup falls. Collins has got his second basket of the night.
When you have John's combination of size and skill, you're simply more dangerous around the rim.
And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And Young, here we go. Count the basket. Young's got 8.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
And Herter gets it to go.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Pass to Gordon. From the arc. Atlanta with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
In the corner, Herter with it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, this is what they want from Herter. Be assertive and make plays.
The Hawks have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. Damari Carroll's checked in for Houston. Rivers comes in for Russell Westbrook. Then for the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon comes in for Clint Capella. And Damian Jones subbed in for Collins. And McLemore kicks to Carroll. Gordon the pass to Green. It's stolen by Reddish. And now here comes Jones leading the break for the lead. Here's Dedmon. The kick out to T. The Hawks again can't hit. The Rockets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. McLemore, the pass to Carroll. 1:25 left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Green, and he could not get that one to go. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Rivers passes to McLemore. Over Reddish. McLemore, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. The shot by Reddish, no good. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Teague. And the Rockets making a change here. House is checked in. Andre Bembry's checked in for the Hawks. The Rockets trail. It's Rivers on the wing. Teague covering. Passes it to McLemore. And some nice passing there by Houston. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Robert Covington's checked in for Houston. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. And Damari Carroll is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Hawks making a switch here. Young's checked in. From past the arc. Hands it from downtown. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
McLemore with the ball to end the run. Fernando pulls it in. Here's Bembry. Finished off the break. And it's a 6-point Atlanta lead.
Terrific vision there with that pass. Hit his teammate perfectly in transition.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Hawks lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Bembry, also Young out there. Hunter is out there with Jones. And it's Fernando in at the 4. Now, here is Harden. He's tightly guarded. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Collins comes in for Bruno Fernando. Young inside. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Harden scanning the floor. Rivers against Young, and Capella sends it back. It's good, and the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Tucker. Bembry kicks to Young. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And again, it's Atlanta.
I mean, he's young, but the game just looks like it's slowed down for Trey. He knows exactly where to get his shots.
Harden, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Young at the elbow. Over Rivers, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Young's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks. Here's Harden on the wing. Here's Harden on the wing. And the jam by Harden.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drop.
Capella kicks to Collins. It's Young on the wing. And the shot goes in.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Back to Harden. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Bembry the pass to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So for the Rockets, Gordon comes in for Danuel House. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Austin Rivers. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bembry.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Hunter kicks to Young. 1:57 left in the 4th quarter. Knocks down the 10-footer. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
And Harden with the stuff.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Stolen by Gordon. Harden the pass to Westbrook. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks leading by 6. It's Collins with the drive. It's rebounded by Houston. Tucker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Free throw good, James Harden.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Here's the 3. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Westbrook against Young. Westbrook drives in. Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Fearless. I mean, we haven't seen many like Russ. Guys who crave the biggest moments. You want someone like that on your team.
Young taking his time here. That shot off the mark. So Houston will take it the other way. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Young, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but the coach's challenge has been issued. Post game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. They're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
There's the triple. They get it again.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And so the Hawks take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Alden.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Rockets on their way to the locker room earlier on, looking to deliver the gift of a big win to the home crowd tonight. An aerial view of the many, and now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the 5. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair, they're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's House in at the small forward. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Offensive rebound. It's good.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
And it's Tucker atop the key. Harden against Thompson. Tips it up. Green with the rebound. Here's Wiggins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden. On tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
It's Harden with the drive, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
One of the best finishers inside, period. I mean, there's nowhere on the floor Harden can't score from.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digit assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help. And you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Thompson from long range. Chandler with the rebound. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Right side, Westbrook. Pass to House. To the inside. And stolen by Wiggins. And Covington sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Curry kicks to Thompson. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Clock at 6. It's Curry outside.
Few players can match Westbrook's effort level. I mean, he creates intense defensive pressure.
Here's House. Back to Harden. From deep. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Thompson for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You're always going to find Thompson among the league leaders in three-point percentage. That's the shot they want him to take.
On the wing, Harden jacks up a 3, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Harden's got 7 points.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. Great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch. This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Thompson from long range. Nailed from three-point land. Thompson's got his second basket of the game. To the middle. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chandler. Green comes in for Robert Covington. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Daniel House. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
It's tipped. Here's the break. And the basket by Pascal.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now, here is Harden. Not a lot of room. The Warriors leading. One-on-one fast break. Curry with a wide-open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Tucker finds Harden. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Curry on the wing. Over Rivers. They grab their own miss. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, Looney really battles for this one. Releases the shot and wins a trip to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Damari Carroll's checked in for Houston. McLemore has come in for James Harden. Here's Rivers. There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Curry passes to Toscano. Back to Curry. From 12 feet out. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Rockets trail. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Passes it to Carroll. It's Rivers on the wing. Outside Gordon. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That lightning quick release. Gordon catching and firing perfectly. You can't guard that.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Rockets lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And for anyone who thinks this game isn't about hard work, listen.
I can't tell you how many shots I've taken in my life.
And as we know, Greg, Steph comes from a family of great shooters. It's in the blood.
But as you said, it's about the work. NBA players have had tons of kids. Most don't make it in this league. Steph is on his way to being one of the best to ever grace the hardwood.
You got it. Come on.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
They've got Damari Carroll out there. Austin Rivers is out there with McLemore. Then there's Gordon, and it's Tucker in at the center position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And the Warriors making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. Poole, the pass to Smilagic. For 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Houston moving it around. Gordon finds Carroll. From deep, McLemore. Another miss by Houston. The Warriors trailing. Wiggins with it. Picked up by Rivers. Back to Wiggins. Here's Poole, guarded by McLemore. Shot clock at 5. Toscano passes to Pascal. Count it. Pascal's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Warriors. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made. It was special. It wouldn't matter.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. Daniel House is checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Rivers.
Love the vision from Thompson. I mean, when you've been surrounded by superstars, you learn to keep your eyes up.
Westbrook kicks to McLemore. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. McLemore's got the game tied up here for the Rockets. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Wiggins passes to Chris. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. The Warriors have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Houston.
And coming into Golden State last year, Chris had a bit of a resurgence.
Oh, yeah. Averaged more points and rebounds than any other time in his career. Excellent shot selection. I mean, he shot over 54% from the field. He's hoping he's found something that he can build on. He's hoping he's found a home.
Pass to Poole. And now here's Chris. Out to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by House. Houston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
You can't overcommit when Green has the ball. He'll make you pay by finding the open teammate.
The 3 from Harden. Good on the triple. Harden's got 13.
He knew he had that one. I mean, he's got the open 3. He's not going to wait around and give the D a chance to get out on him.
Poole, the pass to Chris. Here's Poole. He's covered by Westbrook. Green dishes to Wiggins. Looking for Chris. He gets it there. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Chris has got 9 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Green finds Harden. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
You tell me, how do you defend that? With Harden's strength and command of the Rockets, it's almost unfair.
The pass to Poole. And here's Chris. 11 points in the game. Here's Wiggins. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Thompson against Harden. Outside Westbrook. Harden the pass to Green. From 8. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
Here's Poole. Chris. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. He's got 13.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Here's Westbrook. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Not lacking assertiveness inside. Westbrook terrific at taking initiative and forcing the D's hand.
He's perfect from the line this time. Pascal against Gordon. Pascal kicks to Curry. 4 seconds left. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
A gorgeous shooting form. I mean, Curry, the quick release. He's getting it done from mid-range.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. And Kenny, Steph Curry, the son of 2 tremendous athletes. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. Warriors shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights. The league is in great shape. When you talk about guys like Klay Thompson, he's a class act. He's going to be around for a long time, and I look forward to every minute of watching.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Wiggins passes to Chris. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball, so they take the lead. Westbrook's got the lead up to 2 now for the Rockets.
Rock solid start for them. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Thompson for the triple. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way. And Harden with the stuff.
That's not the typical way Harden creates his own shot, but it's effective. Work hard on the glass and you'll get some easy buckets out of it.
Here's Chris. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Chris has got 15.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Took him no time at all on that one. And the Rockets lead by 5.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Curry, good.
Oh, no surprise to see the game's best shooter sink a 3 like that. Anything you can do, Curry can do better.
Westbrook dishes to Harden. Back to Westbrook. Takes the 3. But he stays with it. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Offensive rebound.
Oh, man, such a hard worker on the glass. Tucker's energy is very impressive. A true junkyard dog.
Chris finds Curry from deep 3-point range. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Harden to pass to Tucker. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
Warriors trail by 4. Back to Curry. To the inside. Here's Chris. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Harden slamming it down.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
No coverage that time. Curry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Warriors. Pass to Harden. 3rd quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. And McLemore, he's checked in for Daniel House. And Gordon subbed in for Russell Westbrook. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Curry outside. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Back to Harden. That one drops for him.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
And that one drops.
Getting it done inside. Looney looks intimidating, using his physical gifts to own the paint.
Rockets leading by 5. On the wing, Harden, guarded by Curry. From deep, McLemore. No good there. The Warriors go the other way with it. Pass to Pascal. Left side, Curry. There's the 3. It's rebounded by McLemore.
His effort level is there. You can't blame him on that. He's working to get good shots. It's just not connected. Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Curry with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Stephen Curry.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 3rd assist on the night. Now Harden. He's got 32. It's stolen by Curry. And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Warriors on top as they dominate the last minutes of the quarter on an 8-0 run. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. McLemore is out there with Damari Carroll. And it's Tucker in at center. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Down low. Golden State moving it around. Here's Toscano, guarded by McLemore. Just 5 to shoot. Smailagic passes to Curry. 14 feet away, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. McLemore dishes to Rivers. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by Smailagic.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
And the basket by Pascal.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In perfect timing, with the small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
Rivers scanning the floor. Pass to Gordon. Kicks it to Carroll. It's rebounded by Golden State. Pascal, the pass to Wiggins. To the paint. And the basket by Smailagic. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Curry, good.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
And now it's looking like it's going to be their night. I mean, the lead keeps getting bigger, bigger, bigger.
Another miss by Houston.
And that would have been a big 3 if he drained it, answering back for the triple at the other end.
There's the pass to Smailagic. Pascal kicks to Curry. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 24.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Well, when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
From deep, McLemore traps in the tray.
And dialing up the 3 ball, he finally puts it into the 14-0 run by Golden State.
Stephen Curry again. Curry's got 12 now in this quarter.
Oh, under intense defensive pressure, Steph rises above.
Gordon goes in. Up and in on the layup.
Well, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Pascal, the pass to Smailagic. Curry with it. Now defended by McLemore. Inside, stolen by Rivers. And it's Houston on the break. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from McLemore.
And really, whenever McLemore gets loose in transition, he's a problem for the defense. He can score in so many ways.
Down low, and stolen by Gordon. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. So for the Rockets, Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. Gordon against Pascal. Gordon goes in, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And this is why you have to involve Gordon, a pick-and-roll genius, a high-percentage shooter in these sets.
Curry can't get it to go.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Fires from deep. Chris with the rebound. Warriors leading by 8. Back to Green. Pass to Thompson. He dishes it to Green. Over Westbrook. Rebounded by Covington. Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And that one's good. Westbrook.
Can you believe that? This is why we love this game. Westbrook finding a way to come up.
Here's Chris. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up to score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Up top, McLemore.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Thompson inside the line. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Tucker dishes to Westbrook. Back to Tucker. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, great display of unselfishness. Westbrook is solid at realizing when one of his guys is open.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Chris.